Hello lovelies, if you've ever wondered how Parisian women always look so effortlessly chic year-round, but especially in the fall, then this video is for you. Today I'm sharing 10 Parisian must-haves for fall by Sézane. These are cozy pieces that define chic French girl style. We just finished celebrating English countryside aesthetic style guide, so make sure to check that out after this. Full of all the pieces that you need to pull together to accomplish this incredible timeless fall look. And I thought it was very timely to share some of the new pieces that I recently got from Sézane, as well as my tried and true staples that I wear each and every fall winter season. Sézane is one of my favorite brands because it blends classic Parisian style with modern wearability. These aren't just clothes that are tailored perfectly, but they're pieces that last and that you'll find yourself wearing year in and year out. And make sure to stay to the end of the video where I'll share with you the best-selling Sézane piece this year that you definitely want to add to your closet. Starting with outerwear, Sézane does this beautifully, and I have a few pieces that I absolutely love. I consider myself a coat expert, and I like to invest in coats because I live in upstate New York, so there's a good 5 months out of the year where all that people see are my coats. So not only do I wear them a lot, but they really take up so much real estate in my everyday outfit that I want to make sure to put my best foot forward. The first piece that I love is the Clyde trench, and this is more of like a car coat that's a little bit more oversized with no belt, more of a relaxed fit. I'm about 5'4" and it hits right between my calf. I have it in forest green, but I just got it in this gorgeous buttery suede. Unfortunately, I don't have it here to show to you because it's lost in the mail. And Sézane is on it. I wanted to make this video before these pieces start selling out because they absolutely will for fall. I was in the middle of editing the video and guess what got in? Suede jacket and all the goodies that I wanted to show you that I wasn't able to. So let's open it up. So as I mentioned, I have this coat in the forest green. I was just looking for the perfect suede trench coat, and I've been kind of between a few of them, but I just know how much I love the cut of this. This was also in the package and I had completely forgotten about it, so happy surprise. And these are the boots I'll show you at the end of the video. And for now, we'll get back to the scheduled programming. Suede is one of the biggest trends for 2025 in general, and in fall, it's just doubling down. You see it everywhere from shoes to bags to belts, and it just looks so striking. I think it's the perfect way to add texture. And so when I saw this coat in the suede, I knew right away that I wanted it. There was also a burgundy one that has a really nice finish, but just knowing myself and my wardrobe, I know that I'm gonna wear the brown suede one so much more. Moving on, the Scott trench is an absolute classic that if you don't have just like a very beautiful, timeless, forever trench coat, this is the one that you want. It's not too long and it's very nice and crisp. It elevates every single outfit. Number 3 is a Paxton jacket that I needed to have when I saw that it had like a little kind of tie around the neck. It's a removable hoodie that you can just kind of like cinch right here at the neckline. I think it adds this accent that feels a little bit retro, but also very classic and elegant. And they have one in a dark brown and also in this checkered print that I really liked because it kind of was a little nod to the English countryside aesthetic, which I shared in the previous video. Very lightweight piece that isn't too cumbersome, and it's very warm, but it doesn't feel super bulky. So it's a really great piece for maybe like underneath like a maybe even heavier topper coat. But overall, I think you'll be really happy with how lightweight it is. Yet the warmth level is like a solid, I would call it a 6 maybe. This here is the Oscar jacket, which the minute I saw it in leopard print, I needed to have it. I love leopard print. Year in and year out, this is a fall staple, and I've been tracking this trend since like the early 90s. There hasn't been one fall where I haven't seen leopard just be very present. And personally, it's just a print that I wear so much. I had a feeling this would be really nice and warm, and it is. It's wool and it's a little bit thicker than the Paxton. It has a very different feel. It's also longer, so even providing more warmth. And then I was kind of on the fence about it too, but then what sold me was having it styled with a belt. I think it looks very elegant and just a great way to pull together like a quick fall outfit where you have maybe like whatever type of bottoms, anywhere from jeans to leggings, and then pulling this on over and then cinching it at the waist just looks so classic and will get you out of a lot of these kind of moments where you have to run out of the house and you just don't know what to wear. The next category are knits, which is one of the category that first got me into the brand, as well as the outerwear. The first one that you absolutely need as a Sézane staple is the Betty cardigan. I have it in the black and white, the cobalt blue. It's just a piece that you reach for because it's elegant. It does provide quite a bit of warmth as well. Sometimes when you just need like that extra layer in between your coat and your blouse, it's perfect. You can wear it open, closed, and it sits right at the waist, so you don't have to worry about like where to tuck it and what to do with it. Number 6 is a new one. It's knit blouse that has a little bit of a sexy detail with the buttons that kind of like shows a little bit of skin. And yes, it looks very sexy, but it's also really elegant and feels really polished because the buttons are gorgeous. The knit is quite thin, but also quite warm. And I had no problem tucking these into the crop jeans, which I've complained in the past that these are a little bit tighter. They are stiffer jeans. Their denim in general, I feel like tends to be a little bit stiffer. So just kind of watch out for that. And then you can't fully shop Sézane without getting a cardigan. And one of my favorite cardigans is the Gaspard because really nice and gauzy thin, but it is so warm. It's very lovely. And you can just see the quality without like reading the label of like what it's made of. It's also quite affordable for how nice it is at $120. Number 8, I'll mention a dress that you probably need in your closet because it is so glamorous, classic, and also sexy, like very Parisian sexy. It's got a leg moment, and I think right now they just have a black one. I think in the past they have had a couple of other colors as well. And that's the color that I have and would recommend because I just feel like I wear it so much more, and you know, I don't know, I love black. So, but this dress is not itchy, it's not too warm, it's not too thin or thick. It's the perfect level to like hold you in and just shape your body very nicely. So if you're looking for that wardrobe workhorse that you'll wear time and time again, this piece is incredible. Now in terms of pants, between the Dan and the Damon, those are my go-to trousers. They're both wool, and the Damon, if you are shorter, I'm 5'4", and if you're shorter than 5'4", these are amazing because they do not drag on the floor. They have a cuffed bottom hemline. Looks really great, especially if you're wearing winter booties. And if you're a little bit taller, you will have more of a cropped look, but I have them in black and also in an ivory. And I really like the way they look. And they have a flat front, so there's no bulk in the front with pleats. They also have a mother of pearl accent button. They don't have belt loops, so I will caution you on that. And the Danos have front pockets that give it kind of like a European vibe, a little bit of a retro elegance. I love these. These are a little bit longer. I cannot wear these without wearing heels because I never tailor them. I'm really bad at that. But these are kind of the 2 trousers that I would recommend that you get for fall winter. They are great and they're very nice and thick. And a quick side note, if you're looking for more of like a loungy type of like languid silhouette, then I would go for the Matheo. Now number 10 is shoes that are lost in the mail with that Clyde suede trench. And these are the Bridget knee-high boots. I have quite a few knee-high boots, so it takes a lot to get me over the edge of like feeling like I need to have another pair of knee-high boots. But the reason I'm getting these is because the nicest pair of knee-high boots that are flat like these are my Kate boots that I cannot walk in them because they make a weird kind of like, they hit against my shin the entire time. Now in pictures and videos, they look incredible. And I tell people this, like when they DM me and they ask me like, what boot is that? I tell them it's the Kate, but PS, you can't walk in them. So that's kind of a problem. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to return them. Now I'm in the market for black knee-high boots that I can actually walk in. And what got me about these was that glossy finish that looks very elevated and eye-catching. I love it when you have a play on texture, so I could see corduroys and suede kind of playing off really nicely off of that surface. As suspected, these are so gorgeous and the detail is impeccable. Look at this attention to detail and craftsmanship. Quickly chime in because as you know, I just got these and they are so comfortable. Perfect amount of heel, gloss, they like elevate everything. I can just tell that they're gonna be my new fall go-tos. Which I totally forgot about. Plaid, it's really soft and cozy and it looks very elegant, but it just feels like you're wearing a sweatshirt. I feel like knee-high boots just fly off the shelves in these next couple of months. If you're looking for the perfect pair, I have a feeling these are it. Now, quick side note about shoes. The one pair that I wear probably the most out of any of my shoes are the Paula Babies. Those are so comfortable. They're so also flattering. They go with everything. They're not too fancy. They're not too casual. They're just hit the mark. So those are a pair that I would recommend as well. Now, in terms of the piece that is the best selling for these last couple of months is this set here. That's the sweater and the skirt. And it's that also Princess Catherine of Wales was featured in a couple of years ago. And that just goes to show you the timelessness of their clothes. Not only is royalty wearing them, but these are pieces that were featured a couple of years ago. They're still making them. There's not like a lot of kind of reinventing the wheel, which makes for a very classic wardrobe. They went through a phase maybe like a year and a half ago where they were just dropping so many different collections that I felt very overwhelmed, and I felt like they were kind of like losing the brand DNA a little bit, but I feel like they kind of like reined it back in. Now, having said that, they do have a collaboration dropping tomorrow, which by the time you see it, it'll be dropped with Baziste, another French brand that kind of specializes in embroidered pieces. It's promising to look really beautiful, so I'll link some of my favorites that I've seen on the site below. Overall, I feel like they've kind of reined it in, and it makes for building a classic wardrobe very simple because you're able to kind of see in your closet, okay, I have this piece and it will go beautifully with this one. All the pieces integrate together beautifully. If you love very timeless outfits and you want something that's really great value for budget, make sure to watch Old Money Formulas with Quince. I'll see you there. And if you learned something today, make sure to hit the subscribe button.